We are now in Beijing, and my first stop that I came to is the Drum and Bell Tower. The bell tower is home to a 63-ton bell. Across from it is the drum tower. That's the drum tower. And a drum tower, I believe there are 24 drums inside. These two towers are there to signal sound effects for any events that are critical, or every hour or every evening or certain moment of the day. They'll just drum or like ring the bell. Bro took a piss. Hello everybody, I am now in Beijing. I feel like Beijing is one of the places that was super easy for me to just plan out because there are so many historical places. It's pretty easy to make an itinerary. Anyways, I kind of splurged a little bit. This service department is a little bit more expensive. The reason why I did that is because this is my last city inside China, so I'm gonna end it off with a bang. Just check out this. We got some nice sofas here, and then we have a nice big bed followed by a desk. And then there's in-unit laundry and there's a restroom. So it's quite spacious. It is currently 20:39 and I have not eaten any dinner yet, but I did order some Peking duck. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Okay. It's a little, what? Wait, did I get the right thing? Yes, we did get the right thing. I was just kind of confused because there were various different cuts of meats, but let me show you what I have. I have right here the classic Peking duck, and then we have some bones. I'm not sure what this is, but kind of excited to try it. Some scallions, and I don't know what these two things are, but I think you just wrap it. Hoisin sauce, pancakes. And then this thing kind of tripped me out when I first saw it. There was just a head. I was like, wait, I didn't order this. And then I got myself a small beer. All right, shall we dig in? I'm gonna first start off with some beer. It's warm though, because it was sitting next to all the duck, but it's okay. So what you wanna do first is you have your pancake. Put in your palm. You put a nice piece of duck with some skin onto it, just like this. And then put some green onions, scallions. I love these. I'll put a lot, like that. And then you put some cucumber that's open. This is hoisin sauce. This is a little sweet, a little savory. Here's some hoisin. Just put a little bit. And I'm not sure what these are. Are these just sides? Pickled radish. Some kind of jelly. Yeah, you don't put those inside of here. And then you just simply roll it up. Let's go in for a bite. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let me try duck just by itself. Duck meat. Let's go in for a bite. Crispy skin. That's where it's at. This roast duck, the skin is like, you don't actually see any fat on it, but the skin is so fatty and so crispy. And then with the meat is so tender and it's a little bit savory too. And you just get that nice duck flavor. And when you put it with this wrap, you get the freshness of the cucumber, freshness of the white or green scallions, and the hoisin sauce just gives it a little bit more of a sweet and salty kick. That combination is so bomb. And then you douse it down with some beer. Oh, that's so good. This one's really interesting to me. It looks like it's like fried bones. It seems really fragrant, but let's go. It looks really crispy too. It's salty, it's hard, tastes like duck. It's definitely fried. I don't even need chicken wings, bro. This is my chicken wing. I can just imagine myself like watching the NBA. See, look. NBA. I gotta try one of everything, right? So this one's a little bit intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even know I ordered this. I don't know, man. Bro, I can't. I have, wow, that's so good. That is a braised duck head. I am so excited to finish this whole duck by myself. This is so amazing because the last time I had Peking duck inside China was back in Fuzhou when my mom brought me, like my whole family. Tomorrow I'm gonna visit the Forbidden City, Tiananmen Square, Heaven Temple or something like that. Just that central area. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's getting hot here, but we are now in Gugu, the Forbidden Palace. There's a lot of red buildings with yellow golden roof. Kind of looks like a temple, but not really. And then there's like dragon patterns of blue and green decorated throughout all of the building right under the roof. Damn, bro was living in luxury, man. This is crazy. But it's also called Forbidden Palace because commoners couldn't come here. So people like me, if I was there back in the day, I wouldn't be able to even step foot inside here. So does that make me one of royalty? Anyways, my last name is Wang, which just means king. So maybe I came from the origin where my ancestors were kings or something. Probably not, but. Walking through the Forbidden City, I get this very overwhelming feeling like there's some kind of like God or superior being. And that just makes me curious, like how many workers were in that palace helping out the king? There's definitely way more luxury than just these palaces, right? One of his fruit platter is like, probably cost more than my whole college tuition, to be honest. Man, just like, look at this, look at that view. Insane. Insane. I could literally sit right there. Like, can I just own that part? Just sit there, read something next to a willow tree, next to this calm lake, and the reflection of the palace onto this greenish bluish water. And there are so many birds, so many sparrows. So right now we're gonna head over to the Temple of Heaven.
One eternity later.
Oh man, fell asleep inside the Didi, but we now have made it to Tiantan. This altar was made for the king to pray to the gods for a good harvest. Made it. This is the place where they pray for the harvest. I'm gonna pray for, I don't know what I'm gonna pray for. I'm gonna pray for a good harvest too. After eating a very delicious Peking duck dinner with one of my friend and his sister, my mouth started to get a little bit dry. Got some swanai yogurts. a fruit bowl with red dragon fruit, mango, some grapes, and some cherry tomatoes, and I believe that's like dates in between. But I'm gonna gobble this down because I am so thirsty. What is up, everybody? I am now in a cable car going to the Great Wall of China, and you can see that behind me. I am super excited. Look at this view. Wow. And it's crazy to know that like this Great Wall was built way back in the days to protect China from invaders, and the fact that it's still here is kind of crazy. And I have this whole cable car to myself. I am walking the Mutianyu. It's very hot, but it's so nice to be able to see one of the great wonders. Way back in the days when they built the Great Wall, it was built to protect themselves against the Mongols, and I think the Mongols were attacking from the north. And so if you have a Great Wall, it makes it harder for them to cross. Man, just look at the scene, bro. Just imagine like, I don't know, the Mongols or their intruders start running up this. You'll spot them in an instant and bam, it's too easy. And it was much easier for the Chinese soldiers to traverse and disperse across miles of mountainous ranges because of this Great Wall. This Great Wall kind of looks like a dragon. I think it's also inspired by a dragon's back, the way it curves and everything. So I was on my way back to the bus, but I stumbled across a section where they'll let you take a 索道. You're basically suspended in the air and you go up. You could take this back down, or you could also take a slide. And zoom in, knowing that I am a 7-year-old by heart, you know, I like slides, I'm gonna take the slides down. I don't know when was the last time I took a slide, but here we are in the Changcheng Great Wall, enjoying this nice view on this 索道. And look at this view. You got the slides down there, you got the cable car here, and then you have the Great Wall of China, one of the 7 wonders. How crazy is that? I wonder how many times I'm allowed to take this, because if there's no limit, I'm doing it like 50 times. This is the Huadao, and we're going down. Let's go. Let's freaking go. All right, we are live. It is currently 5:51 p.m. This is what we are eating, my dudes. Look at that. Got some of that 口水鸡, mouth-watering chicken doused in some spicy sauce. Got some vegetables, tofu, cucumbers, shantai, cilantro, and got some rice because we're Asian, and we got some chicken feet. I think this is like sweet and sour or something like that. I'm excited for this one too. I've never had it. Let's go in for a bite. That's what I'm talking about. Let me go in for this chicken. Okay, this chicken is new. I've seen this so many times, but I never got this chicken. But it looks like Hainanese chicken with the yellow skin. I wonder if it's a different chicken to use, or they basically just boil it with like some other turmeric and like herbs and stuff. But let's go. These are all cold dishes, by the way. Yeah, it's like Hainanese chicken. Hainanese chicken, but they just marinate it inside the same sauce they use for this vegetable. I'm gonna be honest with you, that was very tender. And it's like not too fatty. It's really good. I'm not gonna lie, I would be so down to open a shop inside of my neighborhood back in New York that simply only sells this. It has the same sauces, but I just cut up a bunch of cold stuff and people come in and they pick and choose to mix. This is chicken feet. They deboned it. I did not know they were gonna debone it, and I do appreciate that it's deboned because it makes it so much easier to eat. It tastes like if you were to take, I don't know, like some good sake or like some good champagne, throw in some sugar and you marinate it in the chicken feet. The texture is crunchy. Maybe you're eating chicken feet, there's like a two ends. If we just chew on that part, that literally is the same texture as this. If you've never had chicken feet, I really highly suggest you guys try this. But I would do step one, try the one where they do it in dim sum, where it just falls off the bone because it's kind of more disintegrated. I think that's like more welcoming in terms of texture. And then once you get used to that, then you try this. The Great Wall was such a great time. It was hot, but I'm telling you that Benunder jacket is like keeping me like cool, bro. And it's got a nice hat, so sun can't get in and hit your eyes. For the Mutianyu Great Wall, starting like segment 19 to 20 was, I'll say, the hardest. If I were to rank, I'll put Radio Tower, then I'm putting the 999 steps inside of Zhangjiajie, and then putting the Great Wall. For the last like 20 steps, in order to get up there, you literally, I saw some people like using their hands to climb up. I had to like grip onto the side. There's no railing, but there's like a big stone. I was like gripping for my life, just trying to climb up. I think tomorrow, Sunday and Monday and Tuesday, the high schoolers, the seniors, are taking their gaokao, and it is basically an exam that determines which college they're able to go to. A lot of the DD drivers, they tend to bring up the gaokao and they'll be like, because they are curious about what my school schedule is back in like the US. All of the DD drivers, they're like, the kids, man, they lose their minds. In America, I never really felt American. And in China, yeah, I didn't really feel like I was Chinese. Am I like American or am I Chinese? After coming to China, yeah, I'm Chinese American. Like, I'm proud to be Chinese American. I'm gonna peace out, I'm gonna eat the rest of this and watch some TV. See ya. There we go. Good morning from Beijing. It is a Saturday, 11 a.m. and I am getting myself some brunch. And I'm very stoked to get another specialty here. Apparently jimbing is one of the popular foods here in Beijing as well, and I have yet to try it. First, I got myself a tea egg. It's like boiled inside of like tea leaves, so it gets a little bit of that tea and sauce, soy sauce flavor. I got myself some doujiang. I did not get douzhi because I tried douzhi the other day and it tastes very, it's not to my liking. It tastes like if you took soy milk and then like you put some pickled vegetable, pickled juice inside there, stirred it, left it out in the hot summer, and then waited for it to become naturally even more sour. That's kind of how it tasted like. Jimbing is essentially a pancake. They use starch to make like a pancake, but not like the traditional American pancake. Brush some eggs, put some green onions, and then you can put other toppings like if you want sausage. They also have like this crispy dough that they put inside of it. And last but not least, I got myself just 2 small xiaolongbaos. Let's take a sip of this. This is wu tang, meaning that there are no sugar. And it's warm too. A lot of Chinese people here actually drink hot water for everything. And you can really see that embedded inside the culture because everywhere you go, like the train stations, airports, or just, I don't know, any public transportation area, there's a section where you can get hot water on tap. Oh wow. A little bit of starch, you get the eggs, and there's a piece of like fried dough in the middle. And there's a little pork floss. And the flavor is just like salty, but like a little bit sweet. Let me try out one of this xiaolongbaos for you guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That is good. It's pork filling inside. You got the fluffiness of the bun on the outside. Contrast flavor with the soy saucy, salty flavor of the pork. And then there's like visible pieces of fat inside there that makes it so that when you steam it, that fat gets a little disintegrated into the rest of the buns. If you look carefully over here, you can see some darker spots, and this is because it's like the oil like soaking through, and that's how you know you got yourself a nice juicy bun. I'm gonna finish the rest of the food. I'll see you guys in Summer Palace, and then hopefully I can catch the lowering of the flag in Tiananmen. Peace. Hello everybody. Now we are in Yiheyuan. It is called the Summer Palace in English, and it is a royal retreat built for the royal family. If you thought your trip to Hawaii was good, Oh man, just imagine this whole geographic place and park literally just built for you and your family. This right here is the Kunming Lake, and it is 3 times the size of the Forbidden City. This lake is 100% man-made. I don't know how they dug all this dirt out and filled it up with water, but kudos to them. That is kind of crazy that they did that, because this is literally 3 times the size of Forbidden City, this lake right here. And apparently, this Yiheyuan Summer Palace was heavily destroyed during the Opium War. I wonder what part of this is the actual OG version of the Summer Palace. Getting here was pretty easy. Just booked the tickets online. I got it the day of. I see there's a really nice bridge over there. Let's go check that bridge out. And I might just get an ice cream too, because I need something sweet. Now we're planning to walk to that 17 arc bridge over there, and if you can see, there are 17 arcs under that bridge, and on the sides are smaller arcs, and the more you go to the center, it looks bigger. Kind of reminds me of the bell distribution in statistics. I don't know why I thought about that. It is said to believe that there were 17 ancient provinces back then, and 17 is also a lucky number. So I was randomly walking through this summer palace, and I stumbled across a temple. And apparently this temple is a place where the royal could pray for rain. It's kind of similar to that other dome place that I visited. The dome was a place where the royals would pray for a good harvest. So I think a good rain would also result in good harvest. I don't know about you, but I am not trying to pray for any rain for today or tomorrow or the day after, because I don't want it to rain while I'm here. So far, the weather gods have been answering my calls, and it has not rained that much.
我坐上了奔驰的车，骑上最狂放的马，一抬头就看见星空，圈养最倔强的牛。可是羚羊啊，孤独的羚羊啊，消失得无影无踪。如果你的心脏依然在跳动，
There is another bridge. It's called the Jade Arc Bridge. This is one single arc, but this arc is like massive. It's like way taller and bigger than the 17 arc in terms of arc size. I think I'm allowed to walk this, but why is nobody on this bridge? Truthfully speaking, if I had my swimsuit, I would jump in there. It looks so refreshing in this temperature right now. Look at that. Man, that water must be so shallow. He's standing on it. Ice cream secured. I'm gonna eat this now. This ice cream is actually so mid. It just tastes like sugar. But it's very refreshing, because I just need something really cold. Wow. Seeing all these people just swimming and paddling just makes me really just want to jump in. And I know I said it already, but it's such an amazing and serene and calm experience to just enjoy the life of the emperor. But also, while I was walking away from the ice cream shop, some kid dropped his ice cream, and this is so heartwarming, but the owner just like gave him a free ice cream on the house, and you know damn well that's coming out of that person's, the owner's paycheck. While I was eating the ice cream, for some reason, I just started thinking of the last time I went to China, which was in Fuzhou when I was going to 8th grade. My two sisters and I were laying on the bed with our head hanging from the edge of the bed, and we had this ice popsicle. I had a blue one and my sisters had the pink one, and we were basically just, our heads were upside down hanging from the bed, and we put the popsicle in our mouth and we just slowly let that popsicle just drip. I recall my second oldest sister, she said like, oh, that's like the best way to enjoy the popsicle. You just have this trickling cold goodness nectar just dripping into your mouth, and then I don't know, thinking about that time just makes me feel, wow, it's been like 10 years. It's actually been 10 years since I last went to China, and it's been 10 years since my sisters and I were at a very kid and playful years of our lives, and now I don't think I'll be able to experience that kind of playfulness. Yeah, but it's like a nostalgic feeling. My goal is to make a whole circle around this whole Yiheyuan garden. I think it's possible. I think we're like 65% done. Hey, look what we found. Another hidden treat. That's the 17 arc bridges that we were from the start of this. And now we made it here. Wow, look at this lily pad pond. It's really a pond just full of lily pads. I don't know, it's just so aesthetic having these like green circle plates floating. And some of them actually have stems that even like go above and out of the water. All right, oh my God. I had to hike all the way up to get to the tower of Buddhist incense. Most of the Buddhist temples are always situated at a very difficult place to get there, and I think it's just a teaching of struggle. Yeah. I'm on top of the world. Oh my God, my legs are hurting so much, bro. Wow, we are finally at the legendary Tiananmen Guangchang. It's a Tiananmen Square. Right behind me, you see that? It's just like a massive concrete square, and people are just sitting here. Everyone's waiting for the sunset and for the soldiers to lower the flag, and I am excited to watch that. A cool fact about the Tiananmen Square is that the photo of Mao Zedong, which is one of the president, that portrait is changed like every year. It's either repainted or rehung up, which is pretty cool. Look at that. And the sunset's beautiful. Wow, 好好看。这个风景真的超级好看。然后我们现在就等他们把那个国旗拿下来。 I am now in Tiananmen Guangchang still, and the view is completely different when it's at night. It's such a cool experience to see the ceremony where the marching soldiers come in and they pull the flag down. And you can just see how everybody's just full of patriotism, is that the word? But everyone's just very proud of being Chinese, and it's such a cool experience. And it's so surreal that I visited the 4 places in Beijing that I really wanted to go to. When I was, I think in middle school, I went to summer Chinese school, and it's one of the passages that I had to keep reciting basically said something like, I want to go to Beijing to visit Changcheng, Gugou, Yiheyuan, Tiananmen Guangchang. And those were the 4 places that I finally got to visit all of it. And those are like the national treasures of Beijing, the iconic historical places. And it is such a crazy experience to have known the fact that I visited the places that I've recited way back in middle school, like 10 years ago. Well, that's all for today, and that's all for the trip. So now it's time for me to take the subway back home, order some food, and see ya, China. Not gonna lie, I'm looking having a great time trying to get a pressure cooker. Adulting is when you find these places that sell these kitchen appliances and dishes fun. But now I just caught my mom a nice small pressure cooker. Got ourselves some mango and dragon fruit tea. Ooh, yes sir. It's the last bike ride here in Beijing. It is like 5 a.m. in the morning. But I didn't really have anything to do, so I decided, you know what? Probably just go outside and just bike around for a little bit since I gotta go to the airport eventually, right? I didn't sleep because I'm trying to adjust to the time zone. Just got some Shaolin baos and I'm biking back. This looks boss. I got 2 portions of Shaolin baos and then a sweet soy milk. Last day in Beijing. Whew. So good. I miss the Beijing flavors, man. Mm.
我坐上了奔驰的车，骑上最狂放的马，一抬头就看见星空。